Good afternoon, Pastor Jeff here. Thanks for joining today. My focus is marriage, and more succinctly, saving marriage. And I want to share with you the challenges and opportunities that you and I as Christ followers have to save marriage. Today I read a 10-page article in Christianity Today entitled, "Can the Church Save Marriage?" by Mark Regnerus. He's a Christian and a PhD sociologist at the University of Texas. And I can send you the article, just let me know via text or email, okay? Anyhow, let me share 4 recent findings with you, and this article came out a little over a month ago. Number 1, marriage is getting rarer across the United States and the globe fast. Number 2, people are not marrying or they're marrying later in life. Number 3, many young adults consider marriage the capstone or pinnacle of their life or career, not so much a foundation on which to build their lives. And number 4, finally, 72% of Christian men and more women will marry by 35 years of age, but only 50% of American men at large will marry by the time they're 35 years old. So Christians marry more than non-Christians by a large number. Regnerus writes, "Marriage is moving away from its populist roots and is no longer a practice that most adults participate in and benefit from. In fact, marriage in America will increasingly become a Christian thing, which means the church will bear increasing responsibility for an institution with an uncertain future." Some of this news is bleak, but we all see it, don't we? We see it around us. We see it in our culture. We see it on the news. Let me read one comment from a 28-year-old Pentecostal woman, so a 28-year-old believer. "When I have everything I want, when I'm able to achieve everything I want to achieve for myself, then I will get married." So how do we save marriage? First, I have to tell you about my bride, Sue. She is the greatest thing that has happened to me aside from my salvation. Sue took all my good, my bad, and my ugly on the day we got married 28 years ago. And here's a picture of my beautiful bride when we got married, and she's even more beautiful now. Well, Sue has endured my harsh and sometimes selfish outbursts, my immaturity, and my myopic tendencies. So I have lots of flaws. And we have grown more and more in love together. Our commitment to each other on our wedding day was a foundation. It was not a capstone. Together, we aimed to follow Christ and obey His word in the Bible. We were going in the same direction and are going in the same direction together. We're not drifting or moving apart as time goes by. Now, marriage is not glamorous, and we have to be very careful not to over-idealize it. But marriage is a daily and sometimes hourly opportunity to demonstrate selflessness and sacrificial love. Marriage is not a 50-50 arrangement, but it's me investing my strengths where Sue has weaknesses and vice versa. It's not hers and mine, but ours. Marriage is on the decline in America and in the world, but not my marriage and not your marriage. As believers, our commitment to uphold marriage will be more unusual and more visible. A slight paraphrase of Ephesians 5:32 says, "A great marriage is a great mystery, but it is an illustration of the way Christ and the church are one." Saving marriage in America starts with us. And let me end with this quote from Thomas, a 34-year-old school counselor getting married in 2 months, a believer. He says, "How parents live their marriage will make a strong impression. And I imagine that if the relationship is sweet, if there is really love, well, I think that generates enthusiasm in a young person to say, I want something like my parents have." So, to my married brothers and sisters, live a committed and godly marriage and you'll be saving the marriage of those who are watching. God bless you, and thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later.